The text came at 3:07 a.m. Dad, someone's breathing in my closet. Please come. My heart didn't race. It stopped. I ran upstairs barefoot. Her room was dark, curtains drawn tight like a clenched fist. She was under the blanket, trembling. "Where?" I whispered. She pointed at the closet. I opened it. Shirts, toys, nothing else. I turned back to her, forcing a smile. "See? Nothing here." Then I heard it. A low, ragged inhale, coming from inside the wall. It wasn't the house settling, it was breath. Wet, human. I pressed my ear to the plaster. A whisper slid through, cold against my skin. It said my name. Then my daughter screamed, "Dad, look up!" I looked, and for a split second, something pale moved in the corner of the ceiling, then vanished into the dark. By morning, the police had left. They found nothing. Old pipes, they said. Sound travels strangely through walls. But I knew what I'd heard. I knew what she'd seen. That night, my wife called. Her voice came through the phone like ice water. "You're overreacting again," she said. "You always do this." It had been 6 months since she'd moved out. 6 months of pretending the separation was civil. But the truth was quieter and uglier. She'd left for someone else, a man named Caleb, someone I'd trusted once. When she called me paranoid, I believed her for a while. She was good at that, making madness sound like love. Now I heard breathing in my daughter's walls, and she was calling me paranoid again. The irony wasn't lost on me. Over the next week, the sounds continued, always between 2 and 4 a.m., always near the closet. My daughter wouldn't sleep alone. She'd whisper, "He says my name now." I started staying in her room, lights off, waiting. The breathing always came back, slow, patient, too steady to be imagination. I bought a small camera, hid it in the bookshelf, set it to record every night. The next morning, I watched the footage. At 3:19 a.m., the closet door opened slightly, not all the way, just enough for a shadow to slip out. The frame caught a hand, thin, pale, deliberate. Then nothing. I froze the video, zoomed in. A scar ran across the wrist, jagged and familiar. I'd seen that scar before. Caleb had one just like it. I didn't call the police, not yet. I went to my wife's place that afternoon. She opened the door halfway, her expression bored, defensive. "What now?" I showed her the video on my phone. Her face didn't change until it did. A flicker of fear, gone in a heartbeat. "You faked this," she said. "You're sick." But she looked at the scar, and her breath hitched. That was all I needed. "I told you he was around my daughter," I said quietly. "You called me paranoid." She didn't answer, didn't have to, because the truth had already filled the silence between us, thick and undeniable. I walked past her, into the house. Half-packed boxes, clothes scattered, a half-drunk glass of wine. There was a second toothbrush by the sink, men's shoes by the bed, and a vent near the floor, unscrewed, wide enough for a hand to reach through. Inside, I found a small camera, recording, pointed toward the hallway. He'd been inside the walls, watching, listening, breathing. I didn't yell, didn't threaten. I called her by name, slowly, like reminding her who she was. "You let him in, didn't you?" Tears welled. "I didn't know what he was doing." "You knew," I said. "You just didn't care until he turned on you." She collapsed into the couch, trembling. Somewhere in the house, a floorboard creaked. She gasped. I didn't move. Then I said, "You should call him. Tell him it's over." She did, hands shaking. The line rang once, twice. From behind the wall, a phone started vibrating. Her scream split the air. I walked to the door, calm, told her, "You made your bed. Don't expect me to save you from who's sleeping in it." Then I left. The police found a hidden crawl space 2 days later. He was gone, but the camera he left behind showed enough. Footage of my daughter sleeping, whispering her name through the vents, and in one clip, my wife letting him in. The case closed quietly. She moved out of town. I changed the locks, repainted my daughter's room. But sometimes, when the house is too quiet, I still hear it, that soft inhale between the walls. It's not him anymore, I know that. It's memory, breathing, a reminder of what we ignore when we call love by the wrong name. And every night before I sleep, I check her closet, just in case.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.